I am so excited for today's episode because we have Jake Smoke joining us. If you don't already know Jake, he is a Marine veteran, a VA loan and military relocation expert, and the National Director of Growth for the Military Network at LPT Realty. He runs Team Smoke out of San Diego, and they've been voted Best of North County 2 years in a row. Jake's known for his energy, his passion for helping military families, and his motto, where there's smoke, there's sold. Jake, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here today.
Tamara, thank you so much for that awesome intro. I appreciate you a ton. That's great. Let's go. I love it. Thank you for having me.
To talk so much about LPT, and specifically, we were talking about the box.
The box, this thing, the box. Yep, let's go. Yeah.
So, what do you love so much about it?
Yeah, let me give a little bit of context here first of all. So, prior to coming on board with this brokerage, I've been here. What are we? November now. So I came on board in February. Prior to that, I would always do a lot on video and some social media stuff and YouTube and Instagram and all those other platforms. And that was kind of the primary focus. And that is honestly, nowadays, that is the primary focus. But the reality of it is that your clients, your sellers, I've been very listing heavy the last couple of years. And so your sellers do need to see something tangible, something physical that they can feel and they can touch and they can see and it helps connect the dots, right? Social media is great, but with social media, you don't even know if that potential client or that somebody out there in the world is actually going to see that post, right? Because of the algorithm and everything else, there's no way of knowing if they're going to see it on time and in a timely manner. So this box at LPT Realty gives, we pay a small fee of shipping, and it's free other than shipping. And so every listing I get, we get one of these boxes, right? And as you can tell, it's got my team name on it. It's got my branding. It's just a cool little box and nothing special on the outside, right? And I got to move around my microphone. But this box has about 156 pieces of material in it. And the very first one, so when we go and take a listing, this right here is a sign writer, and this is just an example.
Yep.
Right. So you've got a couple photos of the interior over here, and then this front image right here would be the exterior of the home. And it's the same thing on the back side. Yeah. So you've got a phone number, right? And then a call to action. They can text and they can get all the information, all the important details about the home. And so presenting this box at a listing appointment really has solidified and enabled me to capture the deal, right? That really excites people because they're like, oh, you already told me about all the social media stuff that you're going to do. But they can see it. It's like opening up a present on Christmas morning, right?
And do you feel that this is really setting you apart from all the other agents? Because now everyone is putting themselves on social media. And sure, right. You can be phenomenal at social media, which you are.
Oh, thank you.
But now,
likewise,
this is the next step. And I'm going to do this, and here you go.
Yeah, it's like the extra credit that nobody knew that they needed, exactly. Right? It's the extra credit, and they're like, oh, and I wait till the end of my conversations, and they're like, oh my God.
I love that.
Like, that's amazing. That's awesome to see, right? And it's something, what I love about this is part of the struggle that we all have, and the most, maybe I'm by myself here, but I don't think I am. It's like a set it and forget about it. Like, you don't have to think about it. You have to input a little bit of information about the listing that you have coming up, right? And the system, LPT Realty, we have an AI generated, a platform called Desi. Right? It does it all for you. So you don't have to agonize about, okay, what call to action am I going to put on there? How am I going to present this in the best light? What photos am I going to do? Like, it pretty much does it all for you. A couple clicks of a button within their platform.
Yeah, because you've built out your profile. It knows you. And then you pick like you said, your call to action.
Yep. And what I like is, it's easy. It's not difficult. Mm-hmm. You just do it and a couple clicks of a button and pay for shipping. And it's pretty much I'm in California. And so, a little bit longer than normal. You're on the East Coast, but the brokerage is located in Florida. So It does come out of Florida. It takes less than a week for me to get it.
Yep.
And if I want to rush it, I can spend a little bit more money. And get it rush shipped. And I've had it overnight. I've had it like a 2-day sent to me. It's
And the
It's
customer
really cool.
service is phenomenal.
It is. Yeah. It's really cool. And just this year alone, it has probably helped solidify and capture 5 or 6 listings, right? To kind of push it over that finish line. Because again, your clients, they want to see, what are you doing for me physically? Like, all the social media stuff is great, but I've got a whole strategy when it comes to door knocking around the neighborhoods. I like to door knock. A lot of agents don't. That's where I win, right? We're in beautiful San Diego, northern San Diego County. It's always paradise. So why not get out there, get my steps in, get out there and door knock.
And there's a strategy between for every single piece in that box. It's not just let's throw all these different pieces of paper in here.
Yes. Now, ideally, let me backtrack. Let me talk a little bit more about that strategy. I try my best to get photography done at least a week and a half prior to going live on the home. Prior to coming on board to LPT, it would be like I would get photography done on, maybe like a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and then go live on like Thursday, that a couple days later. Less than a week. Well, I've realized that's not enough time. If you want to properly put this strategy into place, you've got to have a week and a half, a little bit longer, because you've got to have time to get the box in. And then you do a strategy. If you're doing open houses that first weekend after you go live, you've got to let all the neighbors know.
Yes. Yeah.
You've got to door knock 20 homes to the minimum, 20 homes to the left, 20 homes to the right, front and back, right? And with 156 pieces of content, I'm saving some for the open house, but I'm blowing right through this.
Yes. And who do you want to move in next door? Do you have someone?
100%.
Yes.
You're letting the neighbors know, pick your neighbor.
Exactly.
What do you got this
brother,
got this beautiful
sister,
home.
cousin.
Yep. And then, you can also pair this up with other marketing material about inviting folks to your open house that you're having over the weekend. And the great thing about these boxes is they have different categories, right? They have one for open houses.
Yes.
I haven't done that yet because I don't want to keep it specific for the open house. I want to advertise the home for long term, right? The longer, the better. But they have just listeds. I believe they have just solds. They have unique properties as well. I believe equestrian and some other styles as well. I haven't dug too deep on that because I'm in San Diego. But
waterfront.
Waterfront.
I mean, beautiful boxes.
Yes.
Truly.
Yeah. So this is just the top, and hopefully you can see that.
I can.
Zoom in, move this microphone a little bit.
What I love on there as well are the different business cards.
Yes, the business cards are amazing. And what I like these bifold business cards. So these bifold business cards here, and it's upside down. Nope. So they fold in half. If I can do it correctly. Okay. So on one side, just listed. And again, for every piece of material, you've got two photos of the interior, and then on the flip side, you've got a photo of the exterior. So what's great about this marketing material is, yes, I'm advertising myself, right? Which is on the inside, but the primary focus is the home.
Yeah.
Right? And so your clients, your sellers, your potential listings, when you're going up for a listing appointment, I drag this box everywhere. It's branded to me on the outside. So automatically you set it on the table. People are asking questions about it. Like, what is that? Curiosity kills the cat, right?
Absolutely.
So, and then you open it up and you show all these little pieces of material. And I like these business cards. So they have these, and then they have your standard business cards. You're dropping these off everywhere, right? I'm going to the local Starbucks or coffee shop, putting a couple of these on the counter. Why not?
Exactly.
Right? Don't ask permission. Just do it. Put it on the cork board,
Everyone
wherever.
I meet, whenever my new listing hits, those are the cards I'm giving out. I haven't had to order business cards since I joined because those are the ones I'm giving out.
I love it. And then within this box, I'm just going to pull out a couple things here. You got door hangers, you got bifolds, you got large flyers. I really like
talking about those.
This bifold flyer, and it's really it's really cool. It's got your front image of the house, and on the rear, same thing. It's got your photos, information. It's got the phone number, the address, and a call to action for texting. So if anybody sees this, so again, with the sign writer and all this collateral, folks can call that number and text that number and get all the information about the home. But what I get a lot of great feedback is this map with all the points of interest on it. That's what I need to do. I need to go back with it. So this home is located in my hometown in Oceanside, which is the most northern city in San Diego County. And it's got all these great points of interest. It's really cool. It's got some restaurants, it's got some, libraries, gas stations, of course, places to pick up prescriptions, it looked like, a gym, hospitals. We've got a couple medical establishments there. And then it's got, where do you eat? Up here, it's talking about all the different places, the amount of places there are where you can go and eat and get some good food. And then it looks like the rating as well. Restaurants in the area, it breaks down what type of restaurant, right? American, Thai, Japanese, Mexican, Italian, deli, pizza, all of it.
I mean, when you have buyers that are searching house to house and they're going from town to town, they're losing track of what their closest amenities are. And when you have this listing that's sitting right there and like, let me help you with that. Here you go. You hand it right to them. They don't even have to think about it. My gosh. Right. My closest grocery store is only 0.3 miles away, and you're helping them make that decision right then and there.
Yes, 100%. Better than that. This right here, and I do typically save these because these are the larger. So there's these, and then there's also single sheet large flyers as well. I typically do save these for the open house specifically. Now, if I have a good conversation with a neighbor or somebody, and we've got a great connection, and I'm looking to get their information as well, I'm very likely getting their info, and then I'm also giving them something like this, right? Versus, on a smaller footprint, you've got the door hangers, you've got the smaller flyers, you've got another flyer that looks like this, right? And all the information is the same.
Yeah.
But the impact is significant. It really is. It's really cool.
I just think so many people are surprised when I don't know if for you, but for me, they walk through, say, my open house, and I have all this print material, and they look at it. And also when I'm walking and talking to neighbors, they haven't seen it before. And It creates those conversations, and they ask more questions. And that's what I'm finding.
You're 100% correct. And people are like, wow, that's a lot. That's great. That looks awesome. And it's not thin. It's not flimsy. It's not cheap, right?
Yep.
It's inexpensive for us because we're just paying for shipping. Something like this would cost hundreds. A full kit like this would probably cost, in my market, probably $500 or $600.
Absolutely.
Right. So to me, this is that extra credit, that extra push, that extra. The seller's like, hell yeah, let's do it. Right. I see that, and this is something that our brokerage offers, LPT Realty offers, that from my experience, no other brokerage offers. You can go on your own and try to build something like this and try to get some ones and twosies and get just a large flyer or smaller flyers, but you're going to spend so much more effort and bandwidth. And for me, I don't want to deal with that.
No, and that's exactly it. And I was trying to, and between the time, the money, it was overwhelming. Especially when you're speaking for both of us, top producers, because then you got to start getting your assistants in place and et cetera. To have your brokerage take that off your plate is incredible. They're investing in us. And not to go backwards, but the sign that they give us, that in itself has been also really incredible because it takes the pressure off of potential clients because they don't feel like they need to call you because that number, they just text that number and all the information just gets sent to them from the listing. And that, and then it allows that confrontational, let me just look at the listing and you can just take it one step at a time. And that has been really nice as well because they don't feel like they need to call your phone number, but they can just do a text.
Yeah. And I do like that because, and then naturally, I'm not a pushy human being, right? But if someone raises their hand, I'm all for it, right? Definitely going to get you the details and information that person is looking for. Kind of on that note, what I like also about this is I get a lot of comments like, well, where's the price?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, a couple good benefits about the price not being there. One, as a professional, what if the price changes?
Yes.
right?
So it doesn't put it out of date.
You do a price improvement or something, right? Well, then this material is trash. Unfortunately,
it opens up the conversation.
Right. And that's the other big piece of the puzzle. It enables folks to be reaching out to you. Right. And then you can really, because I myself, as a listing agent and as a buyer's agent, I've got to ensure that I'm building the rapport with clients, but also with the other real estate agents, the buyer's agents. So like, hey, John and Jane, my clients, they picked up this flyer at your open house. I wasn't able to make it. Can you tell me more about it? Sure. Those buyer's agents that are reaching out to me, that are having these conversations, they're already at the top of the list. Because if you're not calling me as a buyer's agent and asking for more detail or building that rapport, I would often get the buyer's agents that would just submit an offer with no conversation. Like, you're just sending it in blind.
Yeah.
And no idea what's going to work for the sellers, what's going to work for your clients. How can we come together to find a win-win scenario for both parties?
Exactly.
And what's great about potential buyer picking up something like this at an open house, it's something physical, and then they're reaching out, asking for the price, asking for more details. It's really cool. And it's just this alone. I mean, I could sell homes prior to this, but this is the extra credit.
I agree. I love the way you put that. It's true.
Thank you.
It's the icing on the cake.
Yep. I love it. So,
yep.
Yeah,
I agree. I only came to LPT, as you know, this summer, but it has absolutely been a game changer. So when you were open to discussing the box,
yep.
I was so excited because it hasn't been talked about, I believe, on social media enough. And like Sierra mentioned, once your eyes open to this brokerage, you just can't stop talking about it. You want everyone to know, like, it's so great. It's full of amazing people. Our community is just amazing. And the support is phenomenal. And around every corner, there's something new.
Yes. And the brokerage is growing, right? Yeah. Immensely. And I'll tell you a little bit about quickly. Please. I've been with a few brokerages, right? I first started out with Century 21, right? And then I was with Keller Williams for a couple of years, right? So I've been with brick and mortar brokerages, and then also EXP Realty, and then now LPT. None of those other brokerages had anything like this.
No.
Again, you could go on your own and try to piece some things together, but they didn't have this. And so our brokerage is truly, it's about real estate first. Mm-hmm. Some of the other brokerages, they were about they were about KW, or they were about C21, mm-hmm. right? They were about their brand, their brokerage's brand. They weren't it wasn't about the real estate agent. It wasn't about that individual. It was about the brand, the national brand.
Right.
And then the third brokerage is all about, kind of more of on a recruiting. I hate to say it that way, but kind of more on a recruiting front. This is the first brokerage and hopefully the last that I'm going to be a part of, sticking to it here. Thanks. They're all about the real estate agent. They're about your brand. For me, Team Smoke, LPT Realty just wants to be the period at the end of your brand.
Yep.
They really want your brand to be the primary focus. And this is one of the best ways to showcase that.
And they invest in you.
Yeah. It's about me. It's about you. It's about your team. It's about my team. First and foremost. I've got awards up there from previous brokerages, but again, they put their name on it, all over it. Mm-hmm. Right. I love this content because, again, LPT Realty is setting you up for success. And often at first, we don't even realize it, right? You've got to utilize the tools. Mm-hmm. And this is a significant tool in the toolbox. So.
I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't. You're taking the words out of my head. Truly. When you say that they're setting you up for success, that's what I have mentioned to my agents before. And you got to see it to believe it. You got to use the tools like you said. So all we can do is share it and see what happens from there. But I look forward to hearing any of the feedback from our fellow listeners. And we're both here to answer any questions that come our way. And I thank you so much for spending your time with me this Wednesday morning.
You're so welcome.
I can't wait to see what else LPT has in store for us, and we'll continue to share.
I love it. I'm going to say this real quick. So if you're in New Jersey, you got to hit up Tamara. She's got an amazing team. She's got this in her tool belt. So if you're an agent, you're looking to join an awesome team in New Jersey, hit her up. If you're in San Diego, North County, San Diego, or just San Diego, hit me up. Let's go. You can find us on social media. this is a great resource. This is an inexpensive resource.
Mm-hmm.
You know, real estate agents, we all, unfortunately, we try to go for that shiny object syndrome, right? But this is so easy, so easy. So put this to use and you're going to get business from it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Thank you, Jake.
You're welcome.
Have a good rest of your day.
Will do. Likewise.